Well, thanks for stopping by the MAC weather page for this Monday, January 4th, and welcome back from the long weekend. And we got temperatures quite a bit cooler this morning, low to mid 20s across the southern part of the state, into the upper teens to low 20s across central Michigan, and down into the low to mid teens across northern lower Michigan. We can take a look at that. You can see those temperatures quite cold across the north area. It looks like a pretty good little system that's going to bring some lake effect snow to the area here over the next 6 to 12 hours, eventually move off to the east, but not before dumping several inches of snow west of the 131 area, especially in northwest and southwest lower Michigan and the UP and the snowbelt areas. But as the drier air moves in and that system moves to the south, we're going to see skies clear tonight. And we could see temperatures today again in the low 20s across the southern part of the state. I think we'll see those temperatures slowly fall into the teens as the day wears on. And tonight, with clear skies and some fresh snow cover, we picked up about 6/7 of an inch of snow here overnight in mid-Michigan. Again, with that fresh snow cover, clear skies, and winds going calm, would not be surprised to see interior sections drop down around or even maybe a couple of degrees below zero, and other areas staying around 5 to about 9 degrees above zero. But again, we do have a shot at some areas going below zero tonight. The official forecast is low in the mid to upper single digits. But again, I think we have a chance to get quite a bit colder than that. And if we look at the next slide, you can see the weather map this morning by 1 o'clock this afternoon. That cold front will be across much of the state. Again, temperatures steady to slowly falling into the teens. And we'll see snow showers. And as our winds with this high pressure begin to back around to the northeast, looks like areas of the thumb from Huron County all the way down towards Port Huron. And we could see several inches of snow there, again, along with across southwest lower Michigan, especially for the morning hours out ahead of that front. But again, I think the primary areas of snow showers will be across the thumb and over towards Ontario, southwest Ontario, where many of our LAC locations that we have stations could pick up several inches of snow there as well. If we take a look at the weather forecast, by tomorrow, the high pressure moves off to the east. Again, it'll move overhead tonight, giving us a near calm and clear conditions. So again, I think we're going to get mighty cold tonight. But as that high shifts off to the east, southeast of us, we'll begin to see a return flow that's going to eventually bring moisture from the Gulf and out ahead of a low pressure system that's going to drop down into the near the Texas-Oklahoma panhandle and then curve to the northeast across eastern Wisconsin. That'll bring, I think, some mixed bag of sleet, freezing rain, snow into the area for Wednesday night into Thursday, maybe even Thursday evening before I think the conditions warm up and we change it over to all rain. But again, it could be a pretty sloppy 12 to 18 hours. Would not be surprised to see some sort of winter weather advisories if the models continue to trend with that storm as it is. Again, much will depend on how strong this storm is as it moves up towards Wisconsin and how much warm air and how quickly that warm air overrides the shallow cold air. But again, it could be a messy period coming up later this week. And then I think we'll have temperatures near to around maybe a little above normal over the weekend. But then we're going to watch a clipper system, I think, that's going to dive down across the eastern U.S. and set the stage for an Arctic outbreak next week. And would there be a major winter storm associated with that? I think so, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be here for the Great Lakes. We'll talk about that in just a second. You can see precipitation over the next 7 days. Not terribly impressive, but I think we'll see some of these amounts go up, especially as you get into Ohio and off to the east. And if we look at the next slide, you can see on the JMA, the Japanese Meteorological Agency, you can see now the day before this, there's not a whole lot there other than some indication that some sort of a surface low develops. But then this on day 8, which would be next Tuesday, rapidly develops a low off the coast, and whether or not it moves it to the northeast and becomes a powerhouse storm, which I think is the possibility, we could see mainly rain along the big cities in the eastern seaboard, although as you get up towards New York and Boston, it certainly could start out with a period of heavy snow and then possibly change to rain. Again, if it moves off to the northeast of that, they would probably stay in the cold sector, pick up more snow in those areas. But again, for some parts of the interior sections of the Northeast, we could be looking at a blizzard early next week, and we'll keep an eye on this. We got several days to watch this system. I think what happens is we see a clipper system. We got our late week system that'll bring a mixed bag of precipitation and then warm, and then we'll see a cold front come through. And then I think we see over the weekend, late in the weekend, we have a clipper system that's going to be diving in from the northwest that could bring a couple or several inches of snow across the area. Again, way too early to know for sure, but the big storm would then combine that clipper system with some energy coming out of the southern jet to develop this potential major East Coast storm. again, we'll keep an eye on it over the next several days, but certainly we're going to turn much wintry as behind this system. We're going to have cold air below normal, and it's going to be here to stay. And people may be talking about Mr. Vortex making an appearance in that day 10 area as we get out to around the 12th to the 15th of the month. Again, that would be for later next week. We could see mighty cold air. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, a great work week, and 73s to all.